Hello everybody, I'm Sean Gruby, a Senior Solutions Consultant at ServiceNow, and today I'm going to give a quick demonstration on PIV signatures and how integration of digital signatures in our platform can truly streamline your processes and increase efficiency. This demonstration will focus around the System Authorization Access Request Form, also known as the SAAR form or DD Form 2875. This is the standard request form for system and network access for DoD entities and is a routine and time-consuming ordeal. It requires several signatures and verification from several systems. Some organizations still route this paper manually, and while this paper form is already digitized, we'll show in this demo that ServiceNow will automatically fill in the fields of known user data, connect to third-party applications to verify information, notify each user for a signature, whether that be an email, in our mobile app, mobile push, or SMS, integrate Adobe digital signature capability in our platform, and save time on preparing, submitting, and authorizing account creation requests. Now let's move over to the demo. In this demonstration, we'll start with myself, Sean, a new user attached to US SOCOM headquarters, requesting access to a SIPR account. We'll watch as this request is routed through my security manager, my supervisor, the information owner, the ISSM on behalf of the ISSO, and the authorizing staff who actually create the account. Let's get started. Now I'm currently logged in as myself. That's me at the top. And like other requests in ServiceNow, finding something like an account access form is going to be very easy to find. I'm just going to go ahead and type in SIPR because I know what I'm looking for, but there are several ways that are outside the scope of this demo. So logging onto the form, you're going to see a couple things. You're going to see that you'll have an image of the form just to make sure it's I'm filling out the right form. You'll see a description and account title. But what's really interesting is you'll see below, it's only asking a few questions. It's not asking me the routine, what is my name? What's today's date? What organization do I work for? All that information is going to be fed behind the scenes, which we'll look at in a little bit. But you'll see that it's already checked that I've completed my annual IA or cyber awareness training. And look at the date. This isn't just some random system date or today's date. This is being pulled in from my profile. That's being fed from third-party data from my training officer. So you can already start to see some of the time savings that your employees are going to have. And all I have to do at this point is hit submit, and I've completed my portion for now. And this data is now going to be kicked over to my security manager to verify my clearance. Logged in as Amy Gilliland, the Command Security Manager. She receives an email stating that she has a task to be signed for her security management responsibilities. So she logs into her ServiceNow portal and then checks the details of her task. Once she opens it up, she's going to see that she's able to type in the type of investigation and investigation date for Sean. Now, we could automate this, as we talked about before, with a third-party system. However, that would make for a very short demo. So for purposes of the demo only, we're going to make this a manual process where Amy's going to log into another system, check on my clearance state, and go ahead and type in when that is, and then hit submit. And that's all Amy's going to have to do for right now. I'm now logged back in as myself. Now I'm sitting at work and my phone rings, and I realize I get a notification telling me that I have a document to sign. Oh great, it's my SAAR request form. So we're going to go ahead and open up my SAAR request form, and you're going to see that there's an embedded Adobe document that we can look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an Adobe automatically from our app, and we're going to see here that there's a lot of information already filled out. Now again, you never saw me enter in any of this information, mainly my phone number, where I work, maybe who I even work for and their phone number, maybe my company I work for, my contract, and the expiration date of my contract, since that's a rule for contractors such as myself. Again, this was all populated based on data you already have in your organization. ServiceNow is just pulling this information out and making it that much easier for your employees to fill it out. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in my, I'll put in my common access card, fill out my PIV. I'm going to sign this document. And then at the bottom here, you're going to have this complete signing. This is just comes through the ServiceNow. And then what's going to happen is when I go back to my portal, it'll tell me that the document's been signed and received and it's pending validation. This gives me one more chance to look over my form. You'll see that my signature is already on here. And nothing else is, because I'm going to be that first signature. So I'm going to go ahead and validate and submit it. And that's everything that I have to do. So now we're going to log on as my supervisor, Jen Barber. And just as I sign, Jen Barber is going to get the same sort of document. And just with a matter of a couple clicks, she's going to review the form, make sure that my security clearance information was signed, make sure the rest of my data is valid and that I actually need, permission to do these things. The routine nature. However, what she's really going to be doing is validating and submitting something that's traceable and has a record. And she's tracking these things from a supervisory standpoint. And so I know there's a lot of other signatures. We're just going to fast forward to the end result. We've now fast forwarded to our last signer. So Richard Hendricks, who's our authorized staff personnel who processes the account form, was the last person to sign. So when he goes in, again, he went on and signed already. You're going to see that all these application forms have been filled out. He's going to validate, and that closes out this task completely. In this demo, we watched a user easily find and submit a SAAR form. We saw the entire request form filled out without any manual effort. We watched the security manager check and validate our clearance. And we saw several digital signatures quickly and efficiently make it through the process in order to give me my SIPR account. Imagine if this process was set up prior to somebody onboarding. No more having to run around trying to get manual signatures and trying to find out answers to the data that you already have. Just create a seamless and transparent process. Think about the plethora of request processes your organization has in place that takes a long time just due to the routing process and the sheer number of viewers, verifiers, and signatures required. Imagine how much time could be saved automating these processes, autofilling these forms from data you have, incorporate these signatures into the ServiceNow platform. Let's save some time and money together. If you have any further questions, please reach out, and you have a wonderful day.